What's going on YouTube? It is your guy Consumer Reviews and DIYs back with another video. And today we have the Air Force One Supreme things, all white. And now this is my first pair of Supreme Air Force Ones, all white. I did come across the wheat pair some time ago. But guys, you know how we do in the Air Force Ones, we go ahead and downsize. So instead of doing an 11.5, which is my true size, I went with a size 11, again, colorway, white. And really the question is are these Supreme Air Force Ones lows worth the extra coins? I did a poll on a community tab just to see what everybody else says. And I think the consensus or the majority said no, it's not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a pair of my just regular Air Force Ones into the picture and just kind of do a comparison to see what it is that you get for the extra coins. I think the Air Force One low, the regular pair, I think is going for about $100 now. And these, I cannot remember exactly how much I paid for them, but I want to say about 120, 100 and maybe 25 or so. So as you can see, we get the Supreme laces, you know, red and white. So if you're into swapping the laces out, then this may be worth the value for you off the bat. And you get a Supreme sticker. Like, those are the main two things that I see for the extra $20 or so. But I don't need a Supreme sticker, and I'm not really a big fan of the laces. Go ahead. Again, I'm sure plenty of people are going to disagree with me about that, but I'm not a huge fan of the laces. I think that the Air Force Ones all white should just be left alone. You know, these are classics. So these are just my standard Air Force Ones that I put into the camera frame. Guys, you got to excuse me. I wore them probably a handful of times, but they're still in pretty good condition. So as you can see, just looking at them, the leather looks exactly the same. I don't see any differences. I don't see an upgrade in leather quality between the Supreme Air Force Ones and the standard or basic Air Force Ones. All right, so we'll hold them up. All right, so the Nike Air looks the same to me. Now, I do notice a difference with the liner. So the liner on the Supreme Air Force Ones does look like better quality versus the ones on the standard Air Force Ones. Looks like a more netted feel. That's more of a Sherpa or a wool. So, okay, that's one thing. We have Supreme on the sock liner. And when I look at the tongue, I don't see any differences, but down here by the toe, we have your little like medallion pieces. We have the Air Force One Supreme on the Supreme pair, and then we have just the AF1 on the just the standard Air Force Ones. So that's a difference right there. And also the Nike check, which is on the Supremes versus the standard Air Force Ones that I have, do not have the Nike check. No differences on the bottom. So I've counted maybe about two differences so far. The bottoms look the same. So the sticker, the laces, the Supreme on the inside, the little medallion by the toe, that's 4, the sock liner 5, the Nike check 6. So I count about 6 different items that are different. But when it comes to leather quality, I feel no difference between my standard Air Force Ones that I worn a couple of times versus the Supreme Air Force Ones. And then you got the Supreme on the side as well. So that's about 7. So again, my question is, guys, leave it in the comment section. Let me know, is this worth the extra coins? I got to go and find out exactly how much I paid for these Supreme Air Force Ones and how much the standard Air Force Ones cost as well, so I can probably know how much more did I spend on these. All right, guys, so I found the pricing, and these actually cost $118 from Supreme. I paid $10 for shipping and handling, so we really can't count that. And then that's about $7 for tax. So total $135 for these ones, but the actual MSRP that I paid was $118. Now, when it comes to just the standard Air Force Ones, I actually brought these before Nike went up on Air Force Ones for about $90. But if we're going with today's pricing, Air Force Ones lows are about $110. So truly speaking, when you look at the pricing, it's about an $8 difference between the Supreme Air Force Ones lows versus the standard Air Force Ones. And for $8, I think I'm gonna take the Supremes. If it was, maybe a $20 or $30 difference, I don't think it would be worth it. But just for 8, I'm definitely taking the Supremes. You guys let me know what you think in the comment section. Like the videos and make sure you subscribe to the channel. Don't delay it any longer. If you've been back to see 2, 3, 4 of the videos, you know you deserve a first class ticket on the subscription list. Go ahead and subscribe and bang that subscribe button out for your guy. Until the next video,